First things first, City Beauty Sangria. Y'all, I'm going to just go all out in this video, and I'm going to try and wing line it. Well, I'm not going to try to wing my eyeshadow again. I am going to wing it. Whether it flies or not, we'll see. So I am excited for this. I went, yeah, the blush, the bronzer, the highlighter. So we're going to do a dark look. Today is the day that my video aired about my fillings, makeup and, you know, fill in the fills and all of that stuff. And I do just want to say thank you to those of you who responded and left comments. And those of you who checked up on me. I do really appreciate that. When I say y'all are amazing, like y'all really are. So what are we doing today? We are pairing Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance palette with, what's she called? Merry Mean One from Notoriously Morbid. Look at this color story. This is pure grunge, pure goth, whatever you want to call it. And the formulas are way different. Like some of the shimmers in here are like the chunky, well, yeah, a little flaky, but not like absurdly so. But I did sit here and I thought of what to do, and we're going to see. First half lower lash line is NYX Cosmetics eyeliner, and the shade is white. The second half of my lower lash line is a silver. And initially the silver was a lot lighter than the white. The white is bold, but then it does kind of blend in because I wanted to see, you know, how they looked compared to each other, because would I purchase either one of them or both of them again? And I probably would just do the white for when I want something bold, but then how often do I use it? Not often. So we're going to prime the eye. And then, I know I'm babbling already. We're going to prime the eye and come back and jump into these palettes. The first shade we're going to go into from Merry Mean One is Mistletoe Mayhem. And this shade is bright. Watch this, y'all. One press. Look at that. Oh. 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 Y'all. This shade, y'all. Oh my gosh. This. I need to not go too far over because I think we're putting 4 shades on the lid. Checking for fallout. Don't have any. This shade will give you fallout unless you use sponge tip or your finger, or just pat and don't swipe. So I do see one piece, and that's smeared. Look at that. That's so cute. Yeah, it's smeared like right there. So what I'm gonna do is the brush I use for the hourglass. Oh, the hourglass powder. We're gonna sweep that under here. Did I hit this in something? Where did that come from? Y'all, I think the brush went into something else. What the hell? So this is Mood Light, which is what we had under here. But you know what? I like it. Yeah, so this is what we have so far. What I was going to say, I may or may not have figured out the water activated paints with the stencils, and I had an inkling in the playtime I did yesterday. Now we're going to take, still from Merry Mean One, is Mean Green Machine. So we're starting bright and we're going to end up dark. And I had an inkling, like, maybe the stencils are not to be used. Why does this almost look the same? This is the shade next to it. Huh, this is interesting. I had an inkling that maybe the water paints, the water activated paints, were not for stencils. And it was just like a fleeting thought. And I was talking to you know who, and I didn't even say like what I was thinking. And they said maybe the stencils are best used or better used with cream products. And I'm like, I kind of had that fleeting thought. And so I'm going to try it with my Inglot potted gel liners. I didn't realize before, like, these colors are kind of close together. So this is the first shade we used, and this one is the second. So they look way different. But next to each other, they kind of don't. But that is okay because we're green today. Now we're going to go into Keepers. I don't think, well, you know what, let's just do it. We're going to go into Fall Romance, and this shade is going to be really light next to these two. And this is Crown, and this is going to start our transition into the darker shades. And it's not really showing up against these greens, well, next to the greens. So, but y'all, you know what, I'm excited. Oh shoot, I dipped into Holiday Hoobie Wuddy, so I'm wiping off the brush. You know what, let me just take a clean one because y'all know I got enough. Y'all, speaking of brushes, yeah, I smacked my teeth. I did not wash the brushes from the last two looks that I did. Yes, I have. So they're just like lined up next to the sink, waiting patiently. So this will be 3 days worth of looks to do. I mean, brushes to wash. You know what? This is okay. So the gray is picking up the green. It ain't even gray. Y'all, what am I talking about? This shade right here, and it looks to be a dual chrome. And so it does have like a greenish tint to it, or at least that's what I'm seeing. And y'all know my eye perceives color a little different, which actually could be kind of scary, but I passed all the colorblind tests. But it's just something about colors, like I see different sometimes, usually all the time. Like if it's a primary color, okay, I know what that is, but anything else, I'm just like, I don't know what that is. Like, y'all tell me what color it is. So now we're going to go into, still with, y'all, it is 71 degrees outside and it's 79 degrees inside. If you hear a slight humming, that is this little fan over here, because I refuse to turn my AC on already. Today is April 19th. We're going to take, Ember from Fall Romance. And so we're going to start deepening up this look. Keep that shape. This is a brown with shimmer. And so I don't remember if the shimmer stays or not, like as it's blended out. But we're gonna see. That looks nice next to that green. This is the shade I'm using, this one right here. And I don't know if you see the sparkles. I don't want to glare you with the packaging. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling today. Oh, shout out to Janet. My video that aired today about my feelings and being afraid. She has solo traveled a lot, and so I wanted to thank you, Janet, for sharing that down below, because sometimes we do just have to do that, you know what I mean? And so that gives me something else to think about too. Like, and I remember saying, like, my day-to-day life, I don't live in fear, but when it comes to if I go to another country alone, then I'm like, I don't know. But it may just be something I might just have to do. But I still do have the feeling that if I leave the country, I'm going with the mindset of not coming back. So wherever I go, you know, that's going to be it. Not as far as, okay, where I go initially is where I'm going to stay, but it will be like I will not have a plan to come back to the United States. So I may go to one country and then go to a different one, but I really feel like I would not come back here because it just does not feel like home anymore, and it's just so freaking chaotic. And not to say other places aren't chaotic too, but you know, I like how I did bring that brown over a little bit, and I like how that's looking. I like how the shapes are too. So let me leave it alone because y'all know I'm good for messing it up. We're going to take the E49, which I don't use often. I much prefer the E45 because it's smaller and both of them are tapered. It's not as fluffy as the E49, but we're going to hiccup, excuse me, I just realized I didn't do the intro. The last part of my intro is I curse because I curse sometimes, and there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches, and I try to be aware of it to say excuse me. So there you have it. I did intend to do the intro when I first started, but I was so excited to get into these palettes. So we're going to take Thorn. That's a green too. No, we weren't going to take Thorn. We're going to take Mulberry from Fall Romance. And I think we're going to take Crimson later. So we're going to just start doing this. And I did bring the primer and paint pot out to here. And I am using a fluffy brush because I am thinking of Grace, because she uses a fluffy brush and she always wings her shadow. Like, that's her go-to. And I know usually I use, you know, a brush like this, a flat shader brush. And then I'm like, oh, this shape is different. What else is new from one eye to the other eye? And so this is seeming like it wants to go patchy. And I'm like, why? You see that? Like, what the hell? What the hell? But we'll go back and just add more color. So I am just using the tip of the brush, and I am trying to be aware to just keep it straight out so that it doesn't curve down, or if it curved up, I wouldn't care, but I don't want it to curve down. I like that. I like that. Ah, jeez. Oof, I like that. Let's see what's going to happen over here. Because y'all know I'm good for different shapes. So the video I did yesterday playing with, who did I play with yesterday? Was it Ronnie? No, it was Hector, because I was deciding whether I wanted to keep Hector or not. And I did submit a request for return, and they did approve it. Like, this side didn't come out patchy like this side, like right here. That's strange. So I may pass Hector on because they said not to return it. And Hector was only $6. And I'm saying only, like, you know, down the road it'll be like, shit, that $6 is like 20 because of inflation and taxes. But I like this. This has a slight curve where this one is, like, this is coming down into my wrinkles where this side really kind of is not. So I'm just going to bring it down wide a little bit and still bring this out. You know what? I'm digging this. There's a patch right here. So we're just going to fill it in. And I like that it's tapering out. Because y'all know sometimes when I try to wing shadow, it just like cuts straight off. And like, that's it. That's nice. That is nice. We're going to do this because it looks like it's a little higher up on this side. Whew. We're going to go back to the previous brush that had Ember. And we want to fill in this hole. Why is that still looking like that? It don't look like that over here. What? Oh my God, this is weird. Oh, okay. Instead of just packing, I had to blend. Because usually when I have a patch, I do just pack on where the patch is. You know what I'm saying? The shapes in here, like this is all the way here. Excuse me if I shook you. This side is not. So we're going to put some more right here. Ooh wee, honey, I like that. Transition shade, y'all. I'm digging it. We're going to go into leather. I'm thinking this made me look dusty. This is from Fall Romance. So let's just see. Or was it a there not there, or just like a blend out shade? We are finding out right now. Okay, it's erasing a little. Ooh, it's erasing. Don't be erasing that because that looks good. And I started not to even go over there, and I did. This is the E45. So we're going to go back to the brush with Mulberry, and we're going to do that to put that back. We're going to tap in actually also to put that back. Okay. Mulberry. Put someone back over her. This is cute. This is cute. This is cute. I'm digging this look, y'all. Oh, I came up too high. Oh, the brush with leather. So we're going to erase that. Now I won't do it. Now it won't erase now that I want it to. I don't think it's awful. But Mulberry. So we're just making it wider at the base, because you know what? I done messed up the whole damn shape. I was doing so well. Oh, there we go. I was doing so well. Y'all know I doubled down. We gonna fix it. It was perfect the way it was. All right, now I just need, I see it, it looks more tapered down here, but not up here. I like it. So now I gotta make this side thicker because that side is thicker. I like that. Yeah, baby. Y'all, this weather is crazy. I did go check my mail today because I ordered some more kitchen hands soft soap. And what I like about the kitchen hands ones is it has an odor neutralizer in it. So if you're doing something, you know, dealing with onions or something and your hands are smelling like onions, if you wash your hands with that soap, it'll neutralize the smell of the onions. And so I do really like that hand soap. And I realized I didn't have one in my linen closet, or actually kitchen stuff I keep in a kitchen cabinet. But I was like, I don't have another one. So I purchased 3 from Walmart. And no, I don't shop at Walmart often. This is down to here, so we're gonna put this here. I think maybe we'll just do a basic brown for our lower lash line, and if so, we will tie that in with here. I like how that's looking under that white. So we're tapping in very, 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 very lightly. And we're gonna bring this down here. That's not showing up. Okay, tap in again, don't tap off this time. I don't know, some people do use a blending brush to put shadow on their lower lash line, but I tend to just use a brush like this. Can't even see it against my skin. And it would help for blowing out just to use like a fluffy brush. I'm still not really seeing it over here. Okay, I see it in the mirror down here. What was I holding this for? This had leather on it. We're going to leave the shapes like this. This one is kind of up, and then let's mess with it some more, where this one is just straight out. So we're going back in, and we're going to bring this point down a little bit. Oh, it is hot, and I don't like to be hot. I don't like to sweat. This side is going up, and this side is going straight back. All right, let's make it thicker. Yeah, I'm just laughing at myself, y'all. How I just act like I don't know when to stop. And you know what? Because it's fun just to see, like, how is this going to turn? And I don't even have primer way back here. My primer stopped like right here. But I do. This is almost back to my hairline. But I do like it though. Y'all, I have that spider filling inside my the crook of my elbow, and there's, you can't see it, but there's like sweat rolling down my arm. Oh, man. I will say the Scandinavia holds my foundation and powder really well. I mean, I have to seriously be sweating for it to break through. And I actually do feel like I'm sweating on my face. But the Scandinavia holds better for me than that Fenty spray did, which I was surprised. I liked, nose running? I liked the original Fenty spray that they came out with years and years ago. But this one doesn't work so well for me. Oh, damn, I done went to the hairline. Oh, I'm just going at it with this E49. But you know what? It is going straight. It's like, where you going? Going straight to the hairline. So I'm gonna bring this out here too. Y'all, I'm really just like, whatevs. Like, for real. This is how you play at makeup, y'all. Just do stuff, laugh about it, and just keep doing stuff. Oh, man. Sweat is beating up on my face. Man. And I don't want to dab because I don't want it to pick up makeup. But with the Scandinavia spray, it doesn't pick up. With the Fenty, it was picking up. I did use the Y10 under my eyes again on top of foundation, y'all. And I might buy another one. I do have enough points at Ulta. Y'all, I used $187 worth of points to get another backup of my staple skincare items from Drunk Elephant, because y'all know Drunk Elephant is expensive. And so I think I've just about exhausted all of my points at Ulta, which is cool because I got stuff I know I'm going to use and I'm going to need. And I do have still a $25 gift card. And I'm letting that sit in the Ulta Beauty Board. And I'll wait till... I did redeem $50 from it before. And I still have another $25 left. So that seems to accumulate fast. Where are we going? I don't know, but we flying high. Am I high? No. Probably I had Mountain Dew today and like 4 Skittles. So I had another shade I was going to use for like to do an outer V, but like does that even matter right now? Like just to have like a dark V like right there. Let's do it anyway. Y'all, it is just ridiculous that it's almost 80 degrees in here, 79 degrees in here. Excuse me. We're going to take a Scott Barnes brush because it is a little more tapered than the Hourglass brush. I haven't used this one in a long time. We're going to go into Crimson from the Fall Romance palette, which is a dark shade. It is Crimson. And that's all we're going to do with that. Like, it's not really doing much because we packed on that other dark shade. But maybe like a black would have been better. This ain't even an outer V. It's just me going in like a half moon. Y'all, this look is nice. I am really digging it. So for, oh my goodness, I don't want to use that brush again because it's wet. So we're going to take this brush with nothing on it. And it's not beating up anymore, but it feels like it is. Like, you ever just feel sweaty? That's how I feel right now. We're going to take from Mary Mean one. This is Holiday Who Be What Be. And this is going to be our brow arch shade. So we're going to just put this right up here. And then we're going to do lower lash line. Y'all, this palette, these shades, damn. You know what? These have the boldness of Lethal's shimmers and metallics. Damn. Look. If it's too much for you, take a little brush and just tone it down. And not that it's too much for me, but... And when this side is in further. Whatever's left on the brush. Yeah. So if it is too much for you, or go over it with a slightly darker shade or a skin tone shade. And not that it is too dark for me, but just giving you options, okay? Just giving you options. So lower lash line, we are going to take. I did have an idea, but these Mary Mean one shades, these shimmers, y'all, be on it. I know they look weird. Be on it. Look where you are, not at me. But y'all looking good. My bag is like, how you doing? And I did sleep well. I'm trying to figure out what to take. Okay, I know what we're gonna take. We're gonna take from Fall Romance. I don't know why I be getting stuck on what the name of the palette is. We've only been using it for the last 25 minutes. Well, no, probably 20 because I have edited out the priming the eye. This is not showing up much over the white, and a lot of stuff doesn't show up over the white. What'll happen is you'll see the white and then you'll see the color underneath. But this is the shade that we're using, is this one. So it's like a I don't know why I be trying to describe colors. It's like a pinky purple, a purpley pink. So I am coming below the white now. I did go on the white. Now we're coming below the white. And so you can kind of see it down here. Y'all, this white eats everything. Everything I put on top of the white was like, why are you doing that? I ain't going nowhere. And now we're going to take from Mary Mean one. This is going to be Help Me, I'm Feeling. It's a red. Y'all, I really enjoy doing looks with like all these different colors, because typically whatever's on your upper lash line, you match it to your lower lash line. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do that. I just like, it's like a color bomb. Like just do it. And I like it. I do think it adds visual interest to the look for me. But I know for some people it's too much. They're like, I don't know what to look at because it's too much going on. And I do respect that. And I do know that some people do like monochromatic looks for the eyeshadow to match the blush, to match the lipstick, because it is aesthetically pleasing because it all looks the same. And I do understand that and I do acknowledge that. But for me, we got greens, tans, browns, wing back to the to the hairline. And we got pinks and reds on the lower lash line. And a bright green under the brow arch, which doesn't show up green where I'm looking right now. Down here I can see the green tint. And I do hope that this encourages you. Like even if you wouldn't wear this out, which I totally would, just play at home and just have fun with your makeup. Just use it and just play with it. But this is, I would definitely wear this, like for real. This eye is looking really droopy today. Cannot be helped. So we'll put these brushes away with the face brushes I used earlier. What am I going to do now? We're going to put these two on after I put on a liner. I'm thinking, you know what? These greens don't show up dark though. That's the thing. And there is a brown in here. We're just going to use this one. And this set is Retro Rave. This is Retro Rave. We're going to do the brown one, but it might get lost over here. So we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out and we will come back. And I'm thinking of brown lip right now. So we are kind of monochromatic-ish. And I did use this the other day. Ooh. And then put this on top of it. Ooh. That might be what we do. All right, y'all. Hang tight and we will be right back. We went in a completely different direction with the lips. Both of these are Sephora lip stain cream lipstick something or other. This is the newer formulation. This one is 134 Plum Madness. That's the darker shade, of course. This one is number 72 Alter Ego. On its own, this looks like concealer lips for me, and I purchased it with the purpose of doing an ombre lip. I think this lip serves this eyeshadow look very well. I'm glad we did put on more blush than we usually do. And I'm really liking this look, so let me know what you think. I am liking the lower lash line. We did wing it out. This shade from Retro Rave that looks brown, this is what we used. And it was more red when I first put it on, and it was very noticeable over my upper lash line, which I love because it pops against the green. Over here, it did kind of fizzle out a little bit over the brown, but then over here, like you can see that it's to me, it still looks more red than this shade. And I did go over it at least like 3 times to get the depth. Let it dry a little bit, add another layer. Oh, that's a freckle. I thought that was like shadow. Y'all would think I would know my face by now. So this is what we did. And so let me know what you think. And you will see this look again because we're going to play with stencils with the Inglot gel eyeliners. And so, yeah. So thank you. Let me know what you think. We're going to put something else to this. I'm not sure. If we don't, thank you for being here and you'll see me soon. If we do, you'll see me even sooner.